to Atlanta.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's true. It is true. We are living in Georgia now. I saw so many comments from people who figured it out, and not really figured it out. Y'all just it was a a good option to guess, so a lot of people guessed it. I saw people guessing Colorado, which was a great guess. We really want to live in Colorado someday. I saw people guessing Dallas. I saw people guessing California. I saw a lot of people guessing Florida. A lot of people guessing Hawaii. I wish, guys, I wish, but no, we're not moving to Hawaii. But no, we moved to Atlanta, at least the Atlanta area. I don't know how mad the Atlanta natives get about people saying they live in Atlanta when they don't live in like the city limits of Atlanta, or even like in a certain area. I know a lot of people back in Austin, they would get so upset if so I lived in Cedar Park back in Texas, which is like a suburb of Austin. It's 25 minutes from like the center of downtown Austin. But there are some people that would just get so mad if you said you lived in Austin when you didn't actually live in like center of downtown Austin. Granted, I lived in the center of downtown Austin for many years back when I was going to school. When I graduated and I was working, I lived downtown for 3 years after that. So a good 6 years I was living in like central downtown Austin, and it was only after that we lived in North Austin for a little while, and then we moved a little bit more north and west to Cedar Park, which again is 25 minutes from downtown Austin. But it is what it is. I only bring that up because I don't know, if we don't live in central Atlanta, so I don't know if people get upset here. But for all intents and purposes, we live in Atlanta. I'm really excited. It's been crazy. I've already probably met like 10 people, or been spotted by 10 people here, a couple of which spotted me on our way into Atlanta, I believe when we were driving in on the first trip here, and they messaged me on Instagram and said that they saw me. But no, it's been awesome. I've met 2 people today who are subscribers just while I was out. But I actually met up with Chase on 2 Wheels today. That's why I was doing the drone shots at the beginning of the video. If you don't recognize it, it's SunTrust Park. I believe it's a new stadium. I don't know how new. It's where the Atlanta Braves play. And I've never been like super into baseball. I've always followed it a little bit. But I think the really cool thing about Atlanta is, at least since I lived in San Antonio, where I mainly grew up, I haven't lived in a place or a city that had as many professional sports teams as Atlanta does. It's really cool, and I'm really excited to kind of check out the games and stuff like that. I'm a huge Spurs fan. I will be a Spurs fan till the day that I die. But San Antonio was really the only professional sports team that we had. We had a minor league hockey team. We had a minor league baseball team. But that was it. We didn't have a football team, even though we had a football stadium that they built in an effort to try to attract a football team, which they never did. So San Antonio has a massive football stadium called the Alamo Dome. Oh, I thought I was in neutral. Whoops. Yeah, it was never used, except for, I mean, it was used, but it was never used for an NFL team, which is what it was built for. The San Antonio Spurs actually played there for a long time, and it was pretty cool because of course it's a football stadium, so it's massive, and they would play the games on one side of the stadium, and so it was probably the highest seating capacity for an NBA team. I think the seating capacity was like 32 or 35,000, whereas the new place where the Spurs play, or at least where they've been playing for a long time now, is like 18,000, which is pretty standard for an NBA team. But it was crazy. Yeah, so Atlanta, of course, they've got the Falcons for the NFL, they've got the Hawks for the NBA, they've got the Braves for MLB. I want to say they also have a soccer team. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to have so many sports teams here. Go check out some games. Austin had the farm team for the San Antonio Spurs, the Austin Spurs, and they're actually up in Cedar Park, so they're pretty close, but I never went to a game. I was kind of disappointed I never went. But other than that, Austin didn't have any sports teams, so could never go to any. I mean, okay, the Round Rock Express, they were a minor league baseball team. I went to I can't remember, 1 or 2 games. I know you can't lane split in Georgia, but how easily do you get away with it? By the way, before I get too far into this vlog, every time I ride the R3, there's comments asking or saying, I thought you were giving the bike away. I am. Like, I already announced the winner. We're just working on how we can get him the bike and when we're gonna do that. I had the whole move, so it was a little complicated during that time. I wanted to get out here before we really started doing stuff. If you missed it, he's in the military and he's stationed out in Hawaii at the moment, and he's just swamped with work, and he hasn't found a good time where he'd be able to take off of work and come out here, get the bike, take delivery and whatnot. I offered to send it out to him, but he'd rather have it out here rather than out there, because if I shipped it out there, then he would have to ship it back. And so Seth is a cool guy. We've just been trying to figure out when it would work and how we're gonna do it. But no, man, it's been awesome. We're really liking the place out here. But I'm stoked, man. I was so excited to get those drone shots for the start of the video. But we're really excited. One of our biggest fears was that we were gonna move here and then we were just gonna hate it, and then we were gonna be stuck living here for a year at least, and it would just be bad. But no, we really like it. It's so weird because, like, I described this to Abby when we first or when I first got here, before she had made it in on her flight. I was like, it's kind of like if you took Houston and chewed it up and then spit it back out on a map, because Houston is like super like defined. Everything is like straight parallel roads and perpendicular roads, and they don't really curve a whole lot. And then like the loops, the highway loops that go around the city, like very defined circles around it. And it's like just the structure of like the organization of Houston is much more refined, it seems, whereas Atlanta is, you know, pretty much just as big, I think, but it's just like thrown on the map. Like nothing straight, all the roads just like crisscross all over the place, but that kind of makes it cool. So really nice roads to ride on. Everything is winding around, and there's so many trees, man. It's just so green. Like Austin is a little bit more green than like Texas as a whole, except for like the Houston area, like just north of Houston, because it's wet and you got like big forests there. Out here it's just awesome. If you guys watch a lot of my stuff, like especially the vlog channel that I was using a while back, we love doing nature stuff on like vacations and things like that. It's been great out here because, I mean, look at it. It's really nice. And the temperature, oh my gosh, the temperatures, guys. Back in Austin, it's like 15 to 20 degrees hotter. It was hitting like 110 this week. And at night, it's still like practically in the 90s late at night. So it's not even comfortable after the sun goes down. Here, it's hitting high 60s at night. And it's like, man, I need to put on a freaking sweater. Otherwise, I'm gonna freaking get hypothermia. But we're loving it, guys. It's been really nice. Kind of a relief, because we didn't know if we were gonna love it. So if you're in the Atlanta area, get excited. I'll be hosting mini meets and stuff like that. I want to start making a regular mini meet once a month. Of course, I'll be going to the Georgia meetup that Chase is hosting next month, so you guys can see me there. And just get ready for some new vlogs. Look at this. Freaking the trees have trees. It's crazy. It's really nice. I like it a lot. So I hope you guys are excited for some new content ahead. I'm lost. I have no idea where I am, so I gotta head back home. But you guys have been great. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys are excited. And get ready for the Grom series, because that is starting very, very soon. But that's it, guys. I'm starving. I've been out all day. You guys have been awesome. I've been Motonosity. If you want to get any of my merch, you can get it at motonosity.com/shop. First link is in the description. Check it out. I got a lot of cool stuff there. Otherwise, that's gonna be it. Remember, life's better with horsepower. Keep life lived. and I will see you guys in the next one.